There we go. Now we can go live. That was a little concerning, but we've got a good connection, so it looks like we are all set. How's it going, Nakama? I am the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords, and as always, I am joined by the lads. How's it going, Samurai Drew? How's it going, Segrain?
Just man, I just having a little difficulty with my version, but you guys got it up. The Manga Plus. I didn't want to go to this website just because Segrain kept on recommending it, but now I'm here. Like, no, I don't want to do Segrain's way. I want to do it my way.
Well, you can still go to the scans and have a valid reason for complaining about this.
Well, I'm gonna you know what? They don't get my $4 for as long as I'm annoyed by this. I think. No, I don't know. Maybe I won't. But yeah, no. Who wants to start this puppy up? Do we all want to just do the main?
Well, let's all try and cover. Let's all go over and start looking through the main, because I've gone ahead and opened up the the chapter for One Piece Manga chapter 1101. Don't have in it. The color spread is all of the Vegapunks, which is very, 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 very interesting. Any thoughts?
I'm wondering if we're about to get the exodus of this chapter as predicted by Randy Troy. That all of the 01s, like 101, 501, a bunch of 01 chapters are the departure from islands. And entry, anyway, like the reverse mountain is 101 or something.
Really?
What's 101?
So all the old ones are departures from islands?
A bunch of them are, and I'll have to do it when we do the discussion. We'll loop back around to this, but just remember I said that because that was the crux of his video. Is that this one we might see an exodus this chapter.
What is chapter 901?
Like I know I was thinking like, do we want to look this up right now or do we want to wait till the chapter's done?
Yeah, let's leave it for the sip and discuss.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, let's because I'll put that video out in the background and I'll go through his points.
All right.
Anyway, okay. Anything else you guys want to pick out?
No.
Bunch of these people are dead.
Go ahead.
So a bunch of these people are dead.
Say that one more time.
Well, aren't like that is dead, and then I think the dopey guy in the background's dead too, isn't he?
So Shaka is dead. I think Pythagoras dead? I think he's still alive.
Oh, well, I thought Pythagoras was dead, son. Okay, one of them is dead. There you go.
One of them is dead. It's confirmed dead.
Wait till they kill all of them. Okay, but yeah, I'm ready for the first one.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the chapter. 17 pages, by the way, so definitely looking good on that. Chapter Bonnie. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it from 3 to 4, and then we'll Samurai Drew will take over at 5, 6. Okay. So I've got 3 years ago.
Well, yeah.
What's up?
No, you know what? We're just like a half page off though, but that's fine. Let's just keep going. Let's just do the 2.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the whole point of that is so that we but let's just do the page. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So 3 years ago, Mount Corvo, Goa Kingdom, East Blue. Come on, he was just like chilling. Axel! And Luffy is coming down through what seems to be a just a big boulder. And he has the lions and the gators just like, Argh! And you have him just coming, you have Kuma just looking through and it's just like, interesting. Very interesting. And then you have a dragon. I'm gonna just go ahead and continue on. Any thoughts?
No.
Love it. Reminds me of the filler that they did during this time.
Right. So I'm going on in 3, 2, 1. Dragon, you seem extremely familiar with this particular nation. And I couldn't help but notice you traveling to a little village at the end of the country and watching a particular young lad. And this is Kuma and Dragon on the boat. I am assuming this is the time when they found Saba. I am assuming. So I'm just going to put that out there as kind of like a small placeholder of when that could be. Possibility is open to everyone else. What do you mean? Our children are vulnerability for any parents.
Wait, you missed a panel.
Oh, sorry. Keep going if you want to see me killed. Oh, sorry. There you go. My fault. Keep going if you want to see me killed. Huh? What do you mean? Children are a vulnerability for any parent. And there you have it. Everyone and their mother is just like, why is Dragon never contacted, talked to Luffy? Right there. That's all you need to know as far as his ideology. A complete difference from Kuma. Pardon me, I'll forget everything I saw. ... That's gonna be a special attack. You have Luffy training. I'll use it when I'm up against really tough enemies. Once I'm a pirate, I'll be finding new crewmates, see? So yeah, the Gum Gum Axe. And that Gum Gum Axe is when he used... I can't remember... I know
against Ireland.
That was against Ireland.
The first tough enemy he faced.
Oh yeah! Because I guess you could say everyone up until then wasn't really tough. They were more just tricky?
Warm-ups.
Tricky.
I like warm-ups. They were all warm-ups.
Because one had like armor on, so Luffy's like bouncy things were working as good. You know, one dude, was, turned to a bunch of different pieces, goofing off. You know, he had troubles.
That's interesting.
But yeah.
So,
okay.
I think next Samurai Drill, it's your turn.
Monkey D. Luffy, age 16. And there will be times when they get beat up or captured. When that happens, I won't hold back. I'll give them a Gum Gum Axe, no matter who it is. See? And the animals are, worried. They're like, oh man, he's intimidating. What? Don't worry, I don't eat weaklings. So yeah, he's grown a camaraderie with the jungle creatures. Kind of Brazil. They're kind of like a Brazilian jungle or something. Or no, maybe an Indian jungle. I don't know. Okay. Who's there? That's weird. I felt something that made me shiver. So he's already getting like observation hockey like at this point or something.
Yeah.
Is there still a big boss lurking somewhere on this mountain? I'm gonna find it and hunt it before I set sail. Oh, that's interesting. No, I was just thinking about with this. Oh man, and just like that, I lost it. But oh crap. Oh, whatever. Okay, anyway, you guys have anything to say on that? I just remembered. Okay. The little green garden, little green garden, where Mr. 3 has all the wax dudes, and he's like, which one is it? Instinct. That's observation hockey, just like this, right?
I think that's a good idea.
Because this is obvious. Because the only reason I say this is thank you. This is observation hockey is because of the front of his face, the little.
No, I like that idea.
Tells you I don't know.
Makes sense.
So anyway.
So it's like a sound. It's like a roaring or something.
Oh yeah, what is the roar? Do you think that's
like a growling, silent growling? So Kuma is supposed to be a bear, like he's supposed to be a bear, right? So and bears growl. So what if it was just like growling silently? Maybe just subconsciously he might not even know, and then Luffy heard it. Or it could also be the observation haki. He felt the presence of someone strong.
Possibly. I mean,
I think that's growling?
Say that one more time.
Well, if
you think
you
Kuma's
check
the one
the
growling?
sound,
I don't know about that part.
if you check the
Is he like
the
growling
sound
at
book.
Luffy? Because that'd be hilarious. He's like heard the other animals like growling, and he's like.
I think
Is
they
that
may
what
have
you're- is that what you're
noticed-
getting
Or
at?
they may have noticed him.
Yeah, that is like the first thing that came to my thought, that came to my mind because of the sound bubble, and the sound bubble came from Kuma's direction.
So not observation hockey, more like you just heard Kuma like growling. I kind of like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, you can see a moment before Luffy turned around, he popped himself off of the place.
Fair. So
You
he's
can
more,
see the pop.
I feel like he's still just observing. He's not necessarily. I don't think Luffy's his target, at least.
Oh, is that, yeah. No.
Yeah. I think he came to just maybe look after Luffy. Or maybe to just come to see why is Dragon, like, just curious of why Dragon is attached to the island. Regarding what he told him in the previous page.
Let's
Interesting.
go.
Let's go
Go
ahead
to
and
the
keep
next.
moving because we might get some more information. So,
And no, we
Yeah.
don't.
fair.
Here we go. Pirates have pillaged a merchant ship and are now on the run. Sink the pirate ship at once. Oh, here's Kuma. The pirates came out of nowhere. I'll take the injured to a hospital right now. Bartholomew Kuma, what are you doing? Uh-oh. I'll go ahead. You catch up. Oh, thank you. I thought it would be too late for us. And, do you understand what's going on here? So he's like capturing an enemy ship and then saying, "Hey, go ahead, go fast." Is that what he's saying? Well, I guess we'll see. Kuma, come in, Kuma. Give yourselves up. We're sorry. We'll return everything. Get back the treasure, men. Do you want to die? Too bad. So maybe these are just his different pirating adventures, I guess.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like It seems like the missions that he was sent on wasn't connected to Luffy. He just stopped by.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's more or less confirmed. They don't know about Dragon. Oh, I think that's the best correlation between Dragon's son and the Navy having it out for him, kind of thing, and why he doesn't talk about Luffy. So, okay, good parallel. But yeah, then now he's just saving people from the pirates in the East Blue. So, whew, Luffy's safe. Luffy is safe. I like that. I like how Oda set that up, though. Interesting.
So, and then here's his letter to Bonnie. The world is full of more beautiful and wondrous sights than any book or picture can describe. I wish I could see you react to them, Bonnie. And yeah, and then we got a nice little sunset with the little birds. Every artist loves to put a bird in a sunset. It's very humanistic to do that. Inspired by a Dutch painter. No, I have no idea. But yeah, no, it looks good. So,
It is
I think
beautiful.
it's the Green's turn next.
Mr. Green, you there? Or did Foxy get you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Survey Kingdom. Is it here yet? 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 Look, he's probably busy with his work, and sometimes new crews make mistakes. Daddy said he will write me lots of letters. Yeah, and letters take a long time. You're supposed to be patient. They will get here eventually, dear. Cool. And what do you call it? The Coo bird?
Newsku.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, it has brought it. A newspaper and a letter. Oh my god. Alpha took the letter. I am getting a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah, no, what is that like? That's like where someone like hides the letters after years. Oh, the Notebook. Like somebody like hid like all these letters that he wrote. This like lady. Anyway.
Ah,
You ready for the
put
next?
this in the
Oh yeah.
put this in the church post box. Yes, ma'am. And any letters? Nope,
Yeah,
just the
they're stealing
paper.
it.
Another letter, huh? Yeah. How many is this? Must be about 10 a month. There have been dozens. I'm surprised he hasn't run out of things to write.
That is.
To Barney.
That's frustrating.
What a sap. Lastly, Barney, as I have said so many times, I send you all the love in the world. I will write again. Let's fight, Jojo. Again, Barney. What about Jenga? Fight me.
Aww. She's upset, needing to take out anger. Hopefully that's not like a trait that she gets from her dad, Saint for Garland. What's going on? I've got nothing on these gentlemen. I think it's pretty straightforward. Navy or bad.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
It's chapter 9. It's time for your medicine, Bonnie. As she has a full-grown man grabbed by the face, about to deck him. Yeah, huh? Strange. I could have sworn I saw... Oh, they don't know. They don't know. I could have sworn she looked like a giantess. I hate medicine. It's yucky. That's how you know it's working. If only she knew it's been absurd. Old Connie, why is it that if you find out... Why is it bad if they find out about Bonnie's powers? It's just in case. A wise hawk always hides its talons. Yay, Connie! Woo! Navy Science Division, Laboratory 8. That's amazing, Doctor. It's already done. After this, I'll just use island clouds to make the lab and brain float. Notice his head. Notice his head.
Yeah, he's cut it.
The truth
He has
is,
cut it already.
half of what you see is actually a hologram. This had been a plan for Punk Hazard 2, truth be told. Okay, pretty straightforward. Any thoughts?
I don't got a thought in my head, sir.
That's normal, but okay. Alright.
I'm kind of confused about this division laboratory, though. Is it going to float up in the sky? Is that what they're saying?
It sounds like, you know how the labo phase, which is up the top, the big egghead dome part? I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. So an interesting detail here. They said it's just bitter syrup, so it is not even medicine. So is it that they are not giving her the actual medicine, or there is no medicine to give her? It's
or just making her think she's still
placebo.
Yeah, placebo. Just one of those things that they're doing to keep her compliant as she recovers. Because she does. I could see that. I could very well see that. So, okay. I'm going on, and I'm heading on in 3, 2. Hello there, Stussy? Question mark. And you've gotten a fresh cut.
Stussy.
And then you've got the is it a little apple head. It's light. I could just float away. I can imagine his neck's just got to be like, oh, my brain is. I no longer have to hurt myself on the big brain plays. Are you really going to lose your free will, Kuma? I wonder which is worse off, a clone with her own will, or a real human with none. Stop that, Stussy. You are a human being? Oh, interesting. Because Stussy is a clone. Which is worse off, a clone with no will of her own, or a real human with none? Stop that, Stussy. You are a human being. So we've got, Bonnie is confirmed clone here, and that Vegapunk was definitely part of that. What does it mean to lose my free will, Vegapunk? However, you might be following orders. Oh, sorry. Oh, that just looks weird. To lose my free will, Vegapunk. However, you might be following orders from above at the moment. Would you continue to do their bidding if they told you to kill a child? ... Losing your free will is in this research project means losing the memories and the human emotions you've gained up to this point in your life. But I'll make certain that you can maintain a rare minimum of conscious thought right up to just before the end. That should give you another year, I suppose. Woof. Another year. Another letter. Sorry. As Kuma just starts writing.
Alright.
Good guy Kuma, man.
Cool.
Good guy Kuma.
Yep, and you gotta imagine his. Wouldn't his legs be hella strong? He's probably good at jumping now with all that weight off. It's like Goku when he takes off.
Oh yeah. Talking about Vegapunk, yes.
The weight restrictions, which is how the Romans train. They train with heavier swords, and then when battle, they have lighter swords.
So what if in the silhouette it shows Vegapunk as a grown man, like he's tall, with big arms. What if Vegapunk was actually a full-size person, but because of his head, it shrunk him down?
Yeah. I think that his legs would be like squatty. I love that.
Or just incredibly
it compressed his entire body.
Those short kings, man. Those short kings. Vegapunk is short king confirmed.
And here we go on to the next. And we got Kuma. And with full optimism in his eyes, he goes, I'll keep sending them for as long as I can. I love Bonnie. I have another year to write out an entire life's worth of emotions to her. So, in his eyes, he's thinking, you know what? In his eyes, he's bearing a soul and being like, this is how I feel. But Bonnie already knows this, right? She doesn't need these letters. But she just, obviously she does want them. So, there's that. Anyway, here we got Steffi. Tee-hee, that's so sweet. And you can tell that she's being genuine here. She actually does, so there's a lot of goodness in her. There's some goodness. Bonnie will be 9 soon. I bet she's so big now. Not in that short of time. I don't know when this letter might reach you, but happy 9th birthday, Bonnie. I'm writing to you from Vegapunk's lab, and here we go. Bonnie, happy birthday! And we have the gang's all here, and wishing Bonnie a happy 9th birthday. So we have another year until something spicy happens?
I mean,
okay.
I think something spicy been happening, but yeah, you can keep thinking that.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. No, you're right. But the 10th birthday thing.
I'm pretty sure at this point, Luffy is like just about to set out. Because they all met.
That's why they're part of the worst generation. They all set out at the same time, so that's fine.
Well, they all met in Sabati Archipelago at that moment when she was 10. So Luffy at this moment is setting out and heading down the Grand Line potentially. However, we don't know how old she was in that 10-year frame, but we now know that Luffy's about to set out because it's a year later. He was 16 a year ago. He's 17 now. He's set out at 17. So Luffy is on the high seas.
Here we go. On to the next. And we got Bonnie with the bright eyes. Look, it's one of old Connie's special huge pizzas. Yes! Thank you! Oh, it's so good! She's eating pizza, and Bonnie's favorite pizza is some kind of pizza, and I can't think of it right now, but that pizza probably. And oh, it's so good. And then while everyone's sleeping, she's sneaking around. No letters. So she's like, she's suspicious. Yeah, something's going on. And I eat my words a minute earlier because she goes, don't you know I'm 9 now, Daddy? You said you would have wrote me letters. So I ate my words the last one. She does not know, because she's young. Kuma's feelings. But yeah, she's just sad. She's a sad little girl.
And it's difficult, but as we start to see, we're starting to see the disconnect between the two, and then why she sets out immediately at 10 to find him. Like, I think that's pretty much it, is she's looking for him now. She's a 10, 12-year-old girl now looking for him. I really hope Oda chooses to draw her better, differently, as we move forward in the real time frame. And we're gonna have another kid joining us on the crew. I'm willing to call it right now.
No.
We went from Momo, and now we're gonna have another kid join us. Calling it.
An alliance member.
Calling it right now.
Yeah, and this one an actual kid, not a wannabe kid.
Well, think of it. You can actually think of it in reverse.
Well, kid was murdered by Shanks, so there's a spot open.
Well, let's put it this way: we just literally had Momonosuke, who was 8, who had to become 28. Now we have someone we thought was in their 20s who's actually young. So there's that. Boop.
Yeah.
Oda, a little switcheroo there for you. Gotta love that Oda switcheroo. Gotta love it. All right, let's go ahead and continue on.
All right. Half a year passed without a single letter reaching her. Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo. Kuma saved you again? Yes, he helped the army out of a pinch. Then he left without saying a word. And Sab was looking. He looked a bit puzzled or suspicious. If that's what Kuma wants, don't go after him. Hey Kuma, I'm sure he has his reasons. Once he can't tell us. I'm all better. Okay. Look here, the stones are completely gone. I wanna go outside now. You can't, Bunny. We are under instructions to care for you until your 10th birthday. Liar. Vegapunk said I would be better in a year, and it's been a year now. You still can't.
Now we see why she runs. She ran away. She didn't leave to become a pirate. She ran away.
I hope she turns Alpha into a kid before she runs away.
Well, also now we know how she might be able to run away, because they don't know that she has those freaking powers. She's gonna become an adult and walk right by them. They're gonna be like, wait, what the hell? So
they think it's funny.
I can kind of see that one coming.
Yeah.
And maybe the reason. Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about it at the discuss.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Before I go on.
Oh, no, now I forgot it. So keep going.
Okay. Alpha and her ilk are secret agents of the government. Huh? Shh. They were drinking in town, and someone lets slip that your disease is already fully cured. Really? I don't know what else they've got writing on this, but it makes no sense that they will keep you locked inside for another half a year when you're all healthy now. Well, us readers know they are keeping her for Kuma. And it doesn't make sense that Kuma wouldn't write a single letter either, does it? Yeah. I've already told the men about this. Go to the harbor, Bunny. Go to sea and find your father.
There we go.
I can see him? Gyogyo and his crew aren't ordinary fishers. Oh. Okay.
So, why?
So,
why would you be a roughneck fisher?
Oh no, ordinary. Oh, ruffian fishers. Oh, they are legendary ruffian fishers who strike fear into pirates and beasts alike. They'll help you reach Kuma. I'm off to the palace.
Here we go.
Oh, take care, man. Oh. And Bunny is out.
And Bonnie is free. I'm just gonna go on to page 15,
Yeah, let's
16,
go,
and
let's
Drew, you'll have
go.
17, okay? Oh.
I'm in.
I'm outside. Dirt, grass, sky, sun. Bonnie's walking in the light of day. It's a miracle. There is a God. To think this day would come. And they're all sniffing and crying. This way, Bonnie. Kyo, Tots, Potato. Look, come outside. Where is Bonnie? I just saw Queen Dowager Connie outside. What's going on? It's me. I'm Bonnie. Don't lie to me. Set sail. Eek. We decorated the ship like a pizza. Yeah, so that's why, I mean, she was sitting on a table when we first met her in Sabati, eating like a child. Because she was a child. Just pure and simple. So, Bonnie has flown the coop. She is free in the summer sun. It's me, I'm Bonnie. And yeah.
It's me! Like, sorry.
No, you're good. Any thoughts before we go on to the next one, gents?
Oh, I love the ship, but who built the ship? Why do they know Bonnie so well to know to decorate it like
I don't
cake
know.
and ice cream? But
They grew
we
up.
can
They
just
basically
skip past
raised her. They know. But again, it's basically a giant toddler's playhouse. Oh! So I'm gonna. Thankfully, I just have this one half, and Drew gets to bring it home with a big 1-2. So don't go full spread yet. Here we go. Stop right there, and here comes Alpha just sprinting. It's Alpha. If you attempt to escape, I have authorization to use non-lethal violence to subdue you and bring you to justice. This makes it much easier. She's flying at us. Accomplices may be eliminated. That's the government flying style. That's sick. Oh, and she can fly. Okay. Hey, Daddy. What does Nico look like? Well, nobody knows, but... Distorted future.
what the fuck is this?
What? It said his body had properties like rubber, and he fought however he fancied. We don't know Bonnie's.
Oh my god.
What is Bonnie's fruit?
Age fruit. At least
Is that confirmed?
we're being told. At least that is what we're being told.
Someone said that in
what
a
is
book.
telling us.
Is it the age fruit? What's Bonnie's fruit? I am.
No, this is a distorted future, just like a buccaneer. She doesn't have buccaneer blood, but she was able to have a distorted future of a buccaneer.
Okay.
But if you look at this and one of the other pages, the pages that Alpha saw her transform, it wasn't just a mere age transformation. It was her body. She bulked her body up.
This is strange though. This is like her just using whatever fruit she wants. Like once that she was like, oh, I like crocodile.
Like
I'm
Luffy.
Sand pun. Like what? Then she turns into sand. Like that's what doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean,
Like.
that's why maybe
Luffy.
your theory has some credence. That it's not the human or the age fruit. It's like some kind of mythical fruit, like what you're saying.
Might be.
Anyway, let's keep going, right?
So it's all you, Samurai Drew. Bring us home. What does it look like?
Nika like future, boom, and we're so glad that she kicks Khalifa's ass,
Oh
right
my
into
goodness.
the gullet. The escape of Bonnie the hostage. Oh, that's funny. Was relayed to the government at once, and eventually the fishing boat in search of her father transformed into a pirate ship in the New World, much like Luffy's. And yeah, great, love it.
So.
And to be continued in 2 weeks.
Here's the thing. 2 weeks. Here's the time to discuss a toast to kicking butt. I am very much second guessing Bonnie's fruit. I have to just admit that right now. We have the MVP of the chapter to discuss, and then we also have Bonnie's fruit. I feel like MVP Bonnie, maybe.
Yes. No, Queen Dowager.
And
Connie?
Yeah, because she's the one that was like, hey, you know what? They're pulling the wool over your eyes. Kuma's been writing you all the time. They're probably just assholes. Why don't you go and take my cool ship that I designed after when I was high on mushrooms?
After a pizza.
You know, like the ship. By the way, I want to talk about the ship. Okay, let's assume whose ship is this? This is Queen Dowager's ship.
So the
This is Connie's ship.
the Jolly
That's right.
Roger the logo is a
The fishing ruffians.
is a skeleton of a fish.
So it's wait a minute. Okay, so now we like this. The fishing ruffians. Okay, it's their ship, and because Bonnie was coming onto there, and they knew that they were going to be a pirate crew because right, so they designed the ship to make it Bonnie's ship. Like, wouldn't that be great if like those ruffian fishermen were like, ooh, let's make it fun for Bonnie, and like designed it really cool. I love that idea because you can see they're like you're saying, they're Jolly Rogers right there on the sail.
Yep. Well, here's the thing.
What is Bonnie's Jolly Roger?
They haven't updated it yet because it says it turned from a fisherman crew into pirates. So as they got into the Grand Line, basically stealing to eat and eating to steal, like I could see this happening. Can we just say that a 9-year-old just one-shot a secret agent? Are we just gonna overlook that? Are we gonna overlook the fact that a 9-year-old just one-shot a secret agent?
Rolled my eyes at
Nika likes future.
Thing. Like, oh come on, can't she do her own thing? Like, can't she do the Buccaneer? The Buccaneer punch would have been good.
Well,
but maybe okay. Oh! When's it? This is the Buccaneer punch. When's it? This is the Buccaneer punch. And it's just like she's saying Nika like future.
It reminds me of Luffy's fist so hard. I'm sorry.
I know, and also that it's only one fist. It's not her other side of her body.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm not just Luffy's fist like that. Like Luffy's fist in Gear 5.
Yeah. What are we thinking our question's gonna be? Because now I'm kind of getting off of now that she said the Nika like future, yes, age fruit. I can kind of get off of the different fruits freak out. Still not official, but just saying. What's the community question for the week? We had a few people jump in the stream. Be sure to let us know what your thoughts are, but because it feels that we have Bonnie's escape, them turning Connie being in the MVP. But are there any like big questions that come out of this chapter?
The question thing is interesting. I guess like what question? Because this is a bunch of answers, not a lot of questions raised this chapter. Unless I'm just trying to look at like for instance the letters. Like did Bonnie ever read? No, she never read the letters.
She never
just knew that they were coming in. Interesting. And what was the government's plan? Was we don't want Bonnie to get the letters because then she'll like Kuma. Or, we want to tear them apart because. Why do they want?
I think it is just pure wickedness. I don't think it is any.
A long way to go for pure wickedness.
Instruction. I don't. Well, like. This is not something I think we should be surprised about. There is a government agent. But like, I don't think it is. Sorry, what?
Say that one more time.
Is a government agent. Like, she was raised to be an assassin. She was raised to be evil. So it is not something surprising, I think.
I wouldn't say it's surprising, but still, she just one shot. She's 9. I think.
Oh, you mean the one she one shot.
A 9-year-old just one shot a secret agent.
Oh.
Well, also, Khalifa sucks.
Alpha.
Alpha?
That's not
Yeah.
Khalifa.
Khalifa? Oh, I know. I'm saying like Mia Khalifa or whatever. But
That's what you get when you read the scans.
no, I just said her name because I know better. But thank you,
Well,
Khalifa.
I have a community question since we haven't really
Okay.
talked about Dragon's ideology and not seeing Luffy. So do we want to do we think Dragon was correct in not contacting Luffy, or was Kuma correct in being in contact with Bonnie? Because that you could say that is a perfect Kuma's a perfect example of why kids are a weakness for a parent. So is Dragon correct in not contacting Luffy? Any thoughts on that question?
She's
I think it's
not.
like he's like, I don't know. I feel like Oda's trying to be like, Dragon's not that bad of a guy, and trying to reconnect some dots here. That's how it feels. But I'm not sure. Like, why look at him and not talk to him? I don't know what the point of that is.
So
I don't think. I don't think he's right by not contacting Luffy. The way she's taking it, you can think of it out of more of fear. So he's scared that someone might use Luffy against him, maybe as a hostage or something like that. The way they are using Bonnie against Kuma. But the thing is, Kuma's situation and Dragon's situation are two different situations. They're too far apart to even start seeing the similarities between them. So
that's
that's the thing that.
Very, very fair. But what are our thoughts as far as a community question on that? Or do we want to probably do a community question on don't have Bonnie's devil fruit as a freak out anymore, but there's we can do other type of questions.
Oh, we didn't do what's Bonnie's devil fruit's name, did we? Like AJ's fruit versus the Nika fruit versus, it's not really the AJ fruit, it's the alternate futures fruit.
We can, that's an option. Segrain, thoughts?
Yeah.
So what are they besides the AJ fruit?
I'm open to ideas.
So one fruit that we know that deals with time is Toki's fruit, where she can go to the past, but she can go to the she can go one way but not the other, right? Or can she go both? She
can only go into the future.
She can. Okay, yeah, right. So she can only go into the future but not to the past.
So is Bonnie's devil fruit the age fruit or Toki's time fruit?
Oh shit! Yes. Or I love that. Hey, I'm gonna. Remember I was talking about the 101 thing. I'm gonna do 5 seconds, and I gotta take off my headset so I can listen to it for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Toki's time fruit. Is Bonnie's devil fruit the age fruit or Toki's time fruit? Age. Then we've got the time. Then we've got a different fruit. So I'm going to go ahead and start the poll. So for all those who stopped by, please go ahead and take a look, because that really, really does help us out as far as voting and really helping the stream go along. As Samurai Drew does his little bit of research, we'll be here just trying to figure out things on our end. And let's see how the voting goes, which again is always going to be interesting here with the Warlords. So Grain, any big parts that you may want to discuss? We'll probably go for another, let's see here, probably go for another 15 minutes or so.
So I just got back from my little research tangent.
Oh, you're done already. Good.
Well, what he was expecting Luffy to do But yeah, he did take off in 101, but what he expected Luffy to do this chapter was say, I'm going to be king of the pirates. I guess he did that in 1001. He did that in some 01 chapters, like chapter 1. But yeah, we did not get Luffy doing that, so the moot point anyway.
Yeah.
No, could I steer the conversation? Did you guys have something that you're specifically talking about?
No, we haven't gotten anywhere really yet.
I think this is like kind of like a wrap up. It feels like kind of like tying a bunch of ends chapter, except for this Nika-like thing that does raise some questions. But we talked about that. What do we think about 1102? Are we getting back to the action, baby? What are we thinking? Are we gonna get back to basics here?
Well, we're coming to the very end. We have Luffy at age 16, and now he's taken to the seas. Bonnie just escaped, so now she's off. We really just have to have Kuma's final moments, the creating of the Pawpaw, his consciousness type of thing. So I could see, well, again, we're off next week, which we'll talk about that in a moment. But if we want to say that next chapter, probably the first 2/3, finishing it up and then coming back into the, I think we're quickly coming back into that in the next chapter, ending the year off with Kuma arriving in Egghead. Wow.
Everyone, jump on the ship, and then I'm gonna pop you away. Everyone, get on the ship. Do you think that'd be a way he could send everybody off to the same direction?
Oh yeah. Like I'm not
Everyone,
doubting anything
ship.
like that.
Pop,
I'm just loving that
safe.
through this flashback, we're also seeing the creation of Egghead, and we're seeing like how everything is coming to be. We saw Vegapunk literally losing his mind last chapter, and then he lost his mind. See what I did there? So in that context,
that's funny.
Like in that context, we're seeing the construction of Egghead in real time, which is really, really cool.
Okay, 1102. The last panel is like one of that fading thing that he likes to do when he's coming back to the current time. You know, he does that fade, but on the left side it's black, so it's a little confusing. But the right side is fading.
I think
he also did the same thing in the last chapter.
I think we still have a lot to do, and it's because we're gonna have a moment where Bonnie's like, "Dad, I'm coming out here to find you," and now they finally meet in Egghead, which is pretty wild.
And she meets a shell of him.
Possibly. But if she's already come into contact with his consciousness in that little bubble paw thing, that's a big
which
Are we sure that is
better? This one
his
or...
entire consciousness, just his memories?
That's a good
Because
question.
I'm thinking more of like his conscience is in maybe the robot, the ancient robot, and then just his memories in the bubble.
That's the interesting part, because we know what can be put into the bubble. I'm interested again on how the bubble is still available, because it has to go somewhere. So there's that. That's still
the pain bubble. All you have to do is throw a rope around it.
It is being contained.
Oh, you have to do throw a rope around it. Yes, that's how we.
All you have to do is throw a rope around that big pain bubble, pound it to the ground, and the thing doesn't go anywhere. I don't know why Kuma didn't think of that. Vegapunk did. He was like, "Hey, you have to put it in a freaking jar, dumbass. You know, you don't have to hurt yourself every time you do this. Just dispose of it like the U.S. does their radiation in the Gulf of wherever."
It got very real very quick. Interesting.
But I think Kuma just didn't think of it. That's how I feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Now,
but yeah, next chapter we want to get back to
I
the
see what you
crew.
did
We
there.
want to get some. What?
Because he can't think anymore, because he's lost his freedom of thought.
He's lost his mind.